Okay, new take, new changes. I will see if everything works right now. I've started up the new beta version of YouTube Live, and I don't know if it's functioning, so it's kind of interesting to talk for about 5 minutes and see if the stream is live. But anyways, if it is, welcome to Dicey Guy Show. And if not, we are going to, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see if I can figure out if we are live or not right now. And
hello, fellow friends. It's me, Dicey Guy.
Yes,
hello.
It is me, Dicey Guy. Hello. And we are. I think we are actually. Yeah, we are live. Okay, nice. So that is good. Then everything is set up as it should be, but why it is not telling me in the other thing. All right, anyways, we are going to share this thing over the internet and see how good it's working. And oh my god, yeah, this is a complete mess, but this is a good intro to the video, isn't it? Anyways, I'm going to do this. I wanted to do this off camera, but hey ho, here we go. I want to start this really fast just to make sure everybody knows that I am doing this, that might be interested in it, and let's leave it with that. All right, so here we go. Like so. I think that is working as planned. Okay, so yeah, anyways, slap that like and subscribe if you don't. You know, I will be silent. But okay, so we have been painting today, and we have already painted in the wings in how we want them in this style here. And I think I need to work a little on how the setup is here. I apologize. Everything is kind of out of the jam right here. We shouldn't have autofocus. It should be something like this, so everything is crisp and clear to see. Let's see if that is better. Yes, it's better. So we are going to do like so and like so. Okay, so that is what we are going to do today. We are just going to try to finish up these guys. So I'm going to use this one. So it's Cerium Cephia. It's a shade, and we are going to use that. You see it here better, maybe. And we are going to truck on. So this is organic. It is going to be if people are joining in chat, and we are going to talk about stuff that happens in the chat. If not, I'm going to try to make a conversation with myself, so it's always interesting to see what I come up with. I have no plans when I start this. I just go into it and, you know, break a leg and hope it's mildly entertaining for people to watch. So yeah, there you have my whole game plan. I actually started to watch a video of how to make snowy bases by Frost and Fist, and I'm going to jump back and watch the whole thing afterwards, and that gave me an idea on how to. I think I want to break down. That was more. The video was 20 minutes long, and it's really good, you know, to learn, sit and learn from, and you can watch every step. I think I want to make my own spin of that video and make it 5 minutes or less with how I do it. I do use baking soda, and I paint my bases in light blue colors, you know, sand, light blue colors, make it dry completely. Then on top of that, I use a mixture of white paints, baking soda and PVA glue, and that's it. And I think it makes a really nice snowy base. If you want a fast and cheap way to do it. He was more, Fist was making more of a, it looks like he's making a more artistic base here using cork and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does it and watch the whole thing. But yeah, I have time now, so you know what it is. It is time just truck on with more live. When I sit and paint, I try to put on the live show here and interact with you guys. Hopefully it seems like people are enjoying it, so hopefully it's mildly entertaining. It's what we're going for here, and maybe teach something. If you have any questions, please ask them and I will try to answer them. But yeah, I recognize myself not to be the best teacher, but I'm going to try as good as I can. And the most the goal here in these videos is actually just to sit and paint and like having, hopefully you're sitting and painting or just chilling and having a good time while watching this. Yeah, that's the whole goal, just to have a good time sitting down and relax. Yeah, and try to demystify the stuff about miniatures and how to paint them and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be and this goes for me, but it doesn't have to be the you know, the most expensive stuff and the most incredible stuff you can buy online. You know, you need to actually sit down and do the stuff, to paint, to hobby, to whatever. Kind of interesting development that the what is it called? No, it's not construct. Contrast paint are getting rare. I can see people are making remarks of it. Ooh, it's live, and people spot you know, contrast paint. If you have that, people are like, ooh. But yeah, maybe it's taken Games Workshop by surprise how many actually jumped on board on that bandwagon, and it's interesting to just follow it along and see what's happening. So yeah, you can see that it's basically the same paint here. It is the same paint on the beard as on the bones, but with how we paint it and stuff like that, they are going to look different when we are all finished up. But the basic colors and the basic shade are the same, and it's just how we choose to highlight it. It will look different, and just the texture, just the way a horn looks on a miniature, you can get away with having the same colors on another thing like a beard, but it will look different. It is the same colors, but you know, the texture on this is sculpted in the way that you will, when you see it, it will register as something else than the color on the beard. But yeah, you're going to choose some different techniques here at the end and see and separate the colors even more. But yeah, you can get away with you know, a lot, just a few colors, and don't have to do too much. So this you can just paint in grays and or a contrast paint, or like white and just have a white like a black wash over it or stuff like that, and it will look good because of just the way these particular miniatures look. But I wanted to have them look a little more different, you know, unique snowflake syndrome. But yeah. Oh, hello again, Mr. Norwegian Paint Wizard. And I wish you a very awesome evening. Wishes Chrissy to win the female powerlifter from Finland. Hey, that's awesome. Welcome to the stream once more. You have to be like my #1 dicey guy fan girl. You are always on my streams lately. I'm not complaining at all. You are kind of swearing, so it was stopped. Grønn rumpa. Yeah. The green butts are in the house. So I know you're coming here just to look at green butts, but it's okay. Everybody has to have something to look at, and green butts are probably not the worst thing you can have to look at. But yeah, how are you this evening? Are you painting some stuff from oh shit, the role-playing game Macho Girls with Guns? Is it right? I have the worst memory ever, so yeah, I totally apologize for that. All right, now we are, and by the way, I take it as a big compliment that you're calling me a paint wizard. I am not, but thank you. It's happy. Just really good to see you here. Ooh, Dave Dodge. Hey man, I'm having so many problems painting Bad Moons yellow for vehicles and for orc armor. Oh, you will have. You want some tips from me on yellow? Okay, yeah. Walk through me. How do you do it? Because yellow is one of those colors that is a motherfucker if you use black prime and then try to put yellow on top of that. It will, yeah, it will fuck everything up. The macho woman with guns. Hey, it was probably almost what I said, wasn't it? But yeah, okay. My recipe for a good yellow, it's I'm not trying to be funny now, but it's actually to use something like let's see, this sandry dust or some other sprays. Maybe the yellow spray, they have yellow lines too. That would be the most easy way to do it. To use that instead of trying to brush it on. Because vehicles have big flat spaces like this lid, and it is going to be really hard to brush stuff on it without making streaks. And especially yellow are a son of a bitch when it comes to that. So I make it easy for yourself and buy yourself a rattle can. But if you don't, but if you feel brave, the other way to do it is you have to paint it in light colors. You have to use either grays or whites as a foundation for it. This color will help you brighten up, because every color you have underneath will transfer further up. So if you have black, it will suck. But yeah, but yeah, if you already have it, if you don't want to paint over it, you need to look at what paints you have. Let's see. I have to read a little more. There are 2 recommendations for yellow by Games Workshop for Bad Moons: Aval and Sunset base, Ural yellow layer, Fletskits yellow. I use Oleo white primer, by the way. Okay. Second recommendation is just by Gaby Prime and Flesh gets yellow. All are a bit shit because Aval and Sunset is orange, not yellow. Yellow, Ural yellow is mid orange, and Fletskits yellow is light orange. Yeah, because you wish. What are you seeking from me? Do you want a color recommendation from me personally? If I had to paint yellow, and I have paint yellow, this is my chosen poison. It is really nice, but if you don't have it, don't worry, you can use other yellows too. But I find Games Workshop yellow to be really thin and runny, and I have been experimenting, and the best yellow results are white Oleo Prime with either golden airbrush yellow Hansa or Molotov yellow zinc. Yeah, a color recommendation for yellow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, mission models. They are by far the best yellow I have used. If you have airbrush, you can put it on. You can put it on. You can brush it on too, but it is also kind of runny. Let's see. All yellows, they suck kind of. If you see here, when we are using it on the palette here, you can see how runny it is. You can see this here. So if you are using brush, almost all yellows are going to be assholes. And one way to combat this is not to use a brush like this. It is to find the biggest bristles you can find. And okay, I exaggerate now. You don't want to use this, but you want to use something kind of like this to have it smooth. If you use brush, you want. I don't have it from by hand right now. Let's see. But you want to have a flat brush. I have it upstairs. My kids are using it right now. You want to have a flat brush that is kind of like this one. You want flat brush, but you want it to have not strong bristles. This is too strong bristles. You want it soft bristles, so it doesn't leave streaks. But because this is hard bristles, it will leave streaks when you are painting, and it's going not to be too good. But there are two ways to combat this. If you are already started painted yellow and it kind of sucks, and you have orange, you know, in the recesses and stuff like that, that is okay. You can go back and you can pinstripe everything that is in the recesses of tanks, you know, with pure kind of a black stuff in it. You have to have the smallest brush you have on hand and use shades and go pinstripe it, and it will cover the orange. But for the main tanks, you want to finish the main tanks first, and the best way to go from here, if you already have painted and it looks like this, I have just one recommendation. If you have a brush, it is to go 5 to 6 times over this with the same yellows. Don't have thick layers of it, just have thin layers, and work it and water it a little down. It will help you. But yeah, I have really good experience with mission models. I'm going to try and I have to think a little about, do I have a miniature I can show you yellow? Let's see. Just give me a moment. I'm going to see if I can find yellows on a painted model. Okay, I found myself 2 models here, and this is the yellow you get from when you airbrush it on, and it's 2 layers on it from top down, you know, from a little distance, because I didn't want it to be super bright yellow, but I wanted it to look like cloth, so I want to have some shades on it. So I was kind of trying to be careful when I hit it. And here you can see the 2 yellows examples. With this is centerfold highlighted with black, then white from top down, and then I was spraying yellows on it. These are projects still in the making though, but you can see clearly how this color is. And hopefully it's looking, you can have a good, yeah. Anyways, hopefully it's happening on the way. But if you was to paint it by hand, my other way to do it is, yeah, it's called yellow ochre, and this is more of a mustard color. And it's a good base for yellow too. And then I put on either one of those would work. you can brush on. But as always, when it comes to flat surfaces like a tanks, it is going to be much harder, and I would actually try to find army painter or a citadel or whatever, something sprays that are yellow, or airbrush. Yeah. Let's see. Lasky. I am downloading a whole lot of stuff from Drive-Thru RPG and reading those Mage Accession role-playing game 1 and 2 edit books plus Werewolf the Wild West books. That's a collection from Bus Station. Ooh. All at night I placed Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormcast Eternal Manager. The night in Caesar. Maybe I made it this week. Ooh, nice. Just have the time to do it. Yeah. Go for it. Dave, yep, those models better than anything from Games Workshop. Let's see. This was, what company was this? I think this is Grebo Miniatures. They are having this, not Bretonnians, but Bretonnians Blood Bowl team, and these are Guild Ball. Comes in the 2-player set kickoff. This is the Brewers. If you wanted to know the companies, but yeah. And now I'm watching your excellent live stream once again. Shit. Ooh, bazooka! Hola, hola. I was Spanish there for a while. Hola. Hallo. Hvor det går? Okay, Norwegian didn't work like that, but anyways. I looked at Valerio Game Ink Yellow, and surprisingly it was more towards the orange spectrum. Yeah, it is a curious thing. It is like you actually want to use Serum Sepia when you are, if you're using shades, instead of the other, this one, Casadorian Yellow. This is amazing to have the top layers. The yellow there is really nice, but in the recesses it goes orange. It's I don't know why they choose to have this mix of orange in their different styles, but it is really curious. It's probably I don't know. It looks it can look really good, but it's not. I feel like it's more in the noise. It's not quite what you want to have. It is, of course, if you're painting red, and you want painting fire, lava, and stuff like that. Casadorian Yellow and stuff like that would be amazing to mix in to have a nuance of to the red spectrum, and the highlights are almost pure yellow. That would really be nice. Oh yeah, Bazooka is an old favorite. He is a lurker for sure, chatting in all different arenas on on YouTube, and a really good friend I've met or had. You remember him from Andy 2D6 live shows with Remington Steel. Oh man, I really miss that dynamic duo when there was at it. It was really great. It had a good run with Remington Steel and Andy 2D6. Maybe they are coming back, you know, when it comes towards winter. There's not too many tournaments. Andy 2D6 are playing a lot of Mantic tournaments and chucking up really good battle reports, but Remington Steel, he doesn't. It seems like he is just pure Age of Sigmar fan, nothing more. He doesn't want to have anything to do with any other companies, and that's fair game. But yeah, I really like that when there was talking and making these role-playing games and stuff like that. It was epic stuff. Really fun also to talk in the chat. So yeah, reminiscent of days gone by there for a moment. All right, so now they are kind of dry, so we are going to go for the next thing, I think, which are I actually am a big believer in making the miniatures, and especially when you put on shade, to make it real dry before I start on more of them. So I'm actually going to put off the beast for a moment here, and we are going into the chickens. And I need to paint them in chicken colors, you know, wet and right. And yeah, they are so lovely. This may be my favorites. It's curious. I really hate them when I saw them, you know, on pictures. But when I have them live now, I am in love. And now we are actually going to do the thing we was talking about. I'm going to use I want red hair, and I want the beak to be orangey. I'm going to use the Casadorian yellow shade to start to paint them, and I'm going to mix in reds and orange and yellows in it, and different degrees, and we go from there. And so we are just going to fill it up with Casadorian yellow, try to be really neat. So it's kind of like painting with contrast paints. You have to be really careful where you put your colors, and I'm thinking on how to do more on there. I might even leave them kind of like they are for the rest of the body. I'm going to just think about it while I'm painting and try to figure out how I'm going to solve the white bodies and how to shade them up. Because white can be difficult, but I have a good shades of them already, so I might end up just leave it as is. As is that the English word? I don't know. Bazooka J can confirm or deny my Englishness. Oh god. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Look at this transformation, and here you can actually see what they are talking about. Get this orange saturation cooling up. And another way you can do is use Casadorian yellow, but thin it down, I don't know, 30% water and rest like it is, and you will have a less strong orange, and you can build up from there, and that might be helpful for when you are painting those big panels. It's been a while since I painted what you call it again? Tanks. Is it called tank? Maybe it's called tank in English too. Maybe, yeah, probably. As is correct. Okay, as is. Let's see some ass here. But all right, let's see. Let's see, Dave. I think, in all seriousness, if you look carefully at Bad Moon vehicles and mechs on the box art, they're not actually pure bright yellow. There are dark orangey elements of Evelyn Sunset with brighter yellows painted on top, which make the bulk of the paint job. Yeah. Yeah, and you have to remember also that when you are in studio, you can set up the lights so they can have you can pinpoint your lights so they are picking up more of the yellow spectrum of the thing than actually when you are looking at it live. So it can be a little deceiving what you are seeing on box arts, but yeah, just keep that in mind, that it's not photo manipulated, but it is kind of light manipulated. And yeah, as you can see when you are painting, when I'm painting in contrast colors, when I paint that one contrast color I have now. Look at this. He has 3 different eyes here. What the? These are awesome killer birds, prey, dinosaurs, whatever, Donald Ducks. And yeah, so yeah, I'm actually I don't know where I was going with my train of thoughts. I lost my train. It departed, left the station without me, so go figure. So you can see here there are leather elements here, but I'm painting them with yellows now, just to define them a little, so I can, it's easier to me to see them afterwards. So all I paint now is just help me pick out the details for later. But yeah, pure yellow is a son of a bitch, and red cloth is a son of a bitch, and so I think that's why I should actually, I'm going to try to make a fast how to paint in those colors and my recommendations, but keep in mind that that's just my interpretation of what I like, and you know, your taste can differ. You know, it's when you're talking about colors, it's interesting. I think it is so on the individual level what people like when it comes to different colors. Like I really like to paint black with a really dark blue color, and I can't tell you why it's so. It's just I like the look of it. But yeah. Duncan Rhodes never says that yellow is a son of a bitch. But yellow are the mother effer of colors. It is a really test of your because I think it's all into the pigments and how they make the color yellow and what they use. It is so runny compared to white that is too chalky. It is also can be a really difficult color to paint. Pure white, it's also an asshole color. So you have red that are in the middle there, but I think yellows, whites are kind of really tough colors to combat and get right, because there are so little room for errors when you're painting those colors. So if you want to help yourself, I think the best bet is to use brattle cans with yellow already, you know, ready to go, or airbrush with mission models yellow. And there are different. This one is called heavy yellow. It is a heavy equipment variant, but there are also a little other yellow, because I know on I think it was Mission Models Facebook's page, there are people talking about this is too orange too. So, you know, there are another color that is more pure, super pure yellow. So it's all up to you and the eye of the beholder and what you can tolerate as well. And yeah, here you can see here it started to cure, to dry up, and you can see the orangey. And it is, yeah, what contrast color, what kind of color do you want to have in the recesses of yellow? It's kind of hard if you don't use orange. I don't know what color they should have used instead of. because it is a shade color, so it should help you put something in the shades. And with yellow, it's, I don't know, I do not have a good answer for what would be a better way doing it. Of course, painting just yellows and then have you know, pin with black or something. What is the contrast color of yellow? What is the on the other side of the color wheel of yellow? For orange it's blue, so it's probably something in between blue and green, maybe. So maybe kind of a green color is maybe a good contrast color, but then again it maybe look really goofy. So, and how do you put the green in a yellow shade? I don't know. So I don't think there's no really good answer for this problem. If you want to follow the Games Workshop way, it has to be a little orange, just to have this a little shade in it. So I don't think Games Workshop is doing it to be pure evil. I actually think they have tried and come up with good combination for it. I don't know how the contrast paint is doing when it comes to yellow. I have seen mixed results, not results. I haven't seen results for it, but I have seen on comments online on it. But you should be really careful about reading too much into comments online, because you know, as I said before, color is really personal. It's how you look at it. And maybe I am a little colorblind for all I know. I paint what I like and how I like it. So it might the results might vary greatly. Let's see. Let's see. Hönsrumpa. That was from Leska. Yeah. Cassandra yellow with left medium from Games Workshop Tin It Down. Yeah, it's maybe a way to go. The only seems like me their Facebook post. I saw a pic of Rem on the stage and Andy playing tourneys and making bat traps. Yep. I've seen videos on YouTube of people painting with Ereal yellow, which is an orange, and it looks yellow. It's the trick of warm indoor lights. Yeah, it might be. I use my daylight temperature light. Yeah. Duncan Rose never okay. Sometimes I try to read through and try to come up with good comments to it. Maybe I should read inside my head. I sometimes add a bit of white to yellow if the yellow is too runny and thin. Bazooka says, yeah, it is a way to do it, but you are going what some will refer as dirty yellow. It is breaking up some of the components of yellow and taking it to white. It is kind of like adding black to yellow. You are making another color than yellow of it, but it might be a good trick just to break it up, because white is so dominant. It is macho, the macho color, and it's going to take full control of yellow then. But it can be a good way to put on some 2 coats of that, and then you go back to pure yellow on top of that, just to make it nice. Maybe. Yellow is a son of a bitch, and I'm not the best one to talk about yellow, but I'm trying to just throw ideas on how I think about yellow, and I trying to remember if I have seen any videos, really good videos about how to paint with yellow, and I try to search on YouTube. It probably are people that can show off in a better way, but I'm going to try to make a video of that too. Let's see. Dave, dude, whites. I cracked open a new bottle of Game Workshop White Scar. There was slimy big bowl of acrylic paint in the pot like fresh white dog poo. Yeah, it is kind of interesting that some paints are doing like that, but I think it is coming to how they are making the bottles, and sometimes they haven't. It is not sealed. I've seen sometimes this rim here is a little up, so it's not connected to the. Let's see if I can. So it's when you buy it, I can't get it up, but this lip here is a little up from the bottle, and then it's going to go air into it, and they starken. The color is darken like blood almost. It is coagulating in some way. This is what I feel about this color from Games Workshop. They are reacting really strange to if you have the pot open and you are painting for 3 hours, and it's not a shade but it is a regular color. The content of it are almost certainly ruined in my what's I feeling. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Purple is the opposite of yellow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but purple is a mix of red, which red is almost like orange and blue. So it's okay, it's interesting. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I went to Mission Models webpage and they have a very impressive range. They look to be in the EU, but I never seen them in Spain. Yeah, I think they have set up a shop. I think they are selling. When I bought my batch, I got it from Germany. Everything was in German, and I don't speak German, but I just touched Google Translate, so there was a really strange grammar in it, but I did understand the gist of it, and I ordered from them, and they take the euro, the coin. They take euro, so it's probably, I think Spain is the same. You have euros there too, so you have, but then you have to see how your custom and stuff like that works for you. But Spain have you have scale 75. I really like scale 75 too, but as I said, yellow are this is a really nice yellow. It's not that, but it is a hard color to work with, and when it comes to scale 75, it is like a minimum like 7 brush of that color before it get pure this color, which I think Mission Models are more one stop go. That's yellow. So let's see. I've seen guys on the internet who prime in white and then do thin glazes of Games Workshop Leatherman's yellow, and it works out okay. Games Workshop discontinued Leatherman's yellow, but the dude on the internet worked out the formula. Nice. To make it using Vallejo paints. Yeah, Vallejo, if you're going Vallejo and it's for hand brush, you probably should try to hold, yeah, I think like this kind of model color or maybe the best bet there, but it is and it is very personal what you like with colors, and it is really hard to me to give a really good answer. I can just answer what I like, and it might differ for you. You know, it's really hard to give you the best advice for you. It might differ from me. So if you know people around you that use different colors than you, color brands and stuff like that, it is maybe a good way to ask them to borrow a little paint just to see how it works, if possible. Scale 78 are meant to be in a gel. Yeah, it is when it is a gel based medium in it, and it is also really it's very see-through. It is you have to build up layers so you can get really nice blends with scale 75, but it is a really hard beast to master. So I try to all the time figure out shortcuts so I don't have to do too much. Let's see. Normally I paint the area white first, then put yellow on top. Yeah, that's that. I think that is best. That's what Bazooka meant. Yeah, yeah, Bazooka, right? That's the way. I did test today with yellows, prime it in Vallejo white, and paint using Hansalite yellow airbrush paint from Golden or Molotov yellow zinc, and you get a yellow. A true, bright, and beautiful yellow. We have Molotov paint shop in the center of Madrid, which is cool. Lasky, what is this dicey live stream where he does not sing nor talk politics? Instead, everybody's talking about paints and painting. Not complaining, just saying it. Yeah, you know, today it was the day I had to vote, and I have voted, and you know, my major candidate didn't win the race, so I kind of a little bummed about that, but hey ho, lives go on. And so yeah, Dave, I get what you mean. Don't find the box art even from Games Workshop miniatures to be 100% agreeable, only 90% agreeable for me at best. Yeah, let's start talking about Brexit on Mini's painting show. Yeah, Brexit is interesting. But we have been talking about Brexit at least 2 of my live streams, so I don't know, and I want to be. It doesn't seem like Boris is going to get the easy route of which Trump has been getting. There are so many showing him disrespect, and like I don't know. Anyways. Do they sell Molotov cocktails? Okay, Lesky is going on a spree here, going to troll a little. So I'm just going to sit back and relax and enjoy the show then. But yeah, so here we go. It is time to me to change up this wet palette. It is getting kind of dodgy here. But you know me, I am kind of lazy, so I'm going to roll with what I have here. But this is not the recommended way to have your wet palette. It is, I think it is 3 weeks old, this. And it's kind of, is okay, but it's not the best. I really wish I buy a better wet palette than this ghetto setup here, but I will wish it for my death bed. So now we are going for Rojo Sanguina, bloody red. It is this red here. In my eyes, this is orange. But yeah, a really nice red and rich orange. But yeah, in my eyes, they look more. It's not like very red. It's but it's a good color, and we're going to mix a little bit with the like more brown color here. I'm going to just eye it a little, and then we are going to go with our war chickens here. And let's see, that was the first one I painted, so it's going to be the first one. And now we are going to, I'm going to put a little more water in it, give it a more runny feel. And we are going to see if we are getting this right. So now here we go, point of no return. And the yellow underneath is going to help this orangey red to be bright, like a diamond in the sky. So beautiful. Yeah, my war chicken is coming on here. I love it. Squawk! I'm gonna rip your balls off. Yeah. This is the sexy moment when things are just lining up as you want it. And you can just relax and have a good time doing this. Yeah, so I get quiet because trying to concentrate and actually hit the stuff I want to paint. But here you go. This is kind of how I want it to look. This is the end result. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit, leather straps here and stuff like that. But and trying to paint something in the. If you see here, it's 3 eyes. 1, 2, 3 eyes. It is insane. It's what the fuck is this? But yeah. So something like this. This is yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh, it's so beautiful. I am so happy to have that conversation with War Tiger. When I showed him this one, he was talking about chickens, and yeah, I just loved the idea of war chickens. And here we go. Ever since I played the Link to the Past, when you like hit the chicken 100 times, you get the assault of 1000 chickens. I kind of have a new respect for chickens and just think they are awesome. Maybe I'm going to feel them as cavalry in Vanguard as something. I just want to play with these awesome war chickens. Cock-a-doodle-doo, growing pecker is his real name. Yup. I respect German and Spanish paint manufacturers. Yeah, I too. Mission Models are from America. They are. I have you have a really nice interview with the owner on Paint All the Minis. If you just try to see on what do you call it, a Podbeam or iTunes or something, and you try to search up Paint All the Minis and Mission Models, you should have a really nice interview with the manufacturer of Mission Models. He has I can't reenact or retell what he was telling, but I really like his philosophy and how he approach paint and how he thinks about paint. It's really nice, I think. Do the chicken dance, the war chicken dance in trance. Mega lulz from the comment from Dave, cock-a-doodle groin pecker. Yeah, there is going to be my name of those guys here. I think they are called Vitrox or something like that strange thing. Which just, you know, runs off your tongue. Tongue? Of your tongue? But yeah, so every color you put underneath is going to have a little dance with the color on top of it in some ways. And I think a good bright red comes from white, pink, or yellow. All those will help you. And I think putting on shade, a yellow shade. I also have the zenithal from the airbrush, so I pick up from underneath that again. I have a lot of shades and all that, all in place. And then I have this like not thick red on the brush, so when I put it on, it is kinda see-through. I could use scale 75 too, but sometimes I love it and sometimes I hate it. And right now I'm in a moment that I don't want to put on 11 layers of red. I just want to be done, son. But yeah, I don't hate it, but right now I don't love it either. I want it easy peasy lemon squeezy. Motherfucker! Yeah, they really look at these beautiful monsters. Yes, War Tiger, I love you. Dave, I tell you something. I looked at some creature caster miniatures and they're better than GameShock Forge World put together. There's Slanish Demon and catch top brass. Yeah, I think you think about Raging Heroes. They are a stunning company, and I have miniatures from them. I have some Tougher Skulls in the Galaxy collection, the prison ones, Sean Connery, and yeah. They have really good miniatures, and they have a tendency to run deals. So if you are lucky, you can get the Lust elves for a good penny less than they regularly are. I speak English. I'm very good at it. 11 layers of red paint sounds like 50 Shades of Grey ripoff movie. Yeah, it is the snuff variant. Ugh. But yeah, Let's see. Dave, I'm going to be big for the big one tomorrow morning. I'm going to see if I can rub off paint and gloss varnish it in the spots where it needs to have plastic glue applied. Rub is off with isopropyl alcohol. Wish me luck. The plastic glue and acrylic paint creates big mess. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, just don't leave it on. Don't leave isopropyl alcohol or strong stuff like that on acrylic and plastic miniatures. It will melt the face off the thing. It will nurglify everything. If you want to go nurgle, that's the way to do it. I see somebody talk about dental, some are talking about break, like putting it in break fluids, like from your car, brake fluids for cars or something like that. I actually just recommend try to, like, if you have glue sticking out, try to just scrape it off with your X-Acto knife carefully. That would be how I do it, and then just put prime on top of that afterwards, and then just paint and pretend it's never happened. almost never go back to basic again, like stripping everything off, because it's, first of all, it's just a pain in the ass, and it's going to take you 2-3 days just to get it right, and then you have to use toothbrush to rub it off, and yeah, it's just a lot of work, and it will look, the result will almost be as good if you just paint on top of it. But yeah, that's my choice, you know, and I don't say that that is the only way and it's the correct way to do it. It's how I would handle it, but yeah, and it all depends on how much you want to skip doing too much work and being lazy. I am the preacher of lazy. Do the best you can, but try to cut corners where it's not going to be seen, if you know what I mean. So you can see here it's black underneath. It's never going to be seen, so I don't bother coloring it with nothing. It's going to be black under there for all eternity. There we have it. Look at that sexy bunch. Oh my god. Baka! Cook-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker. Look at that KFC bucket of hot wings. Let's see. Dave. I hate 50 Shades of Grey. A mean boss exploits a young female employee, showing her his torture dungeon with bum sticks. I've never seen it, but okay. There we have the review of that movie. Lasky don't like it either. The boss in 50 Shades, I knew people like that at work. Oh shit, serious types that were weirdos at home. Holy shit. These are dinosaurs, area chickens, are they? Yeah, there's something like that. I don't know exactly what... Let's see. We have the answer here, maybe. The name of the war chickens are Raptorix. So Raptorix. It's in Russian. It's the other way around. You can see it here, maybe. Raptorix. All right. I hear you with the lazy. I realized that base painting my vehicles for 40k. It's faster using spray than loading up an airbrush and cleaning it every 1.4 hours. Yeah. Hey, Blue Cloud Andrew. Hello, looking good. That's some good Popeye chicken sandwiches right there. Yeah, you can see it. Here we have the Kentucky Fried what was it called? I read it already, but yeah. Oh, they are Warcry. Yeah, they are. Totally Warcry. Tingle-licking good. Are you Russian? No, I'm not Russian. It is, when the words were in backwards, I just think Russia. But I am fra Norge, jeg snakker norsk, så hvis du vil så kan vi snakke norsk resten av oppholdet. But yeah, I'm Norwegian, so I can 2 things in Russian. It's no 3. Da, meaning yes, niet, meaning no, and nastrovia, meaning cheers. And nastrovia, cheers, is skål på norsk, on Norwegian. And I don't drink that much, so that's the funny part. Yeah, these are the best miniatures alive. This is the best. Guys, I totally love them. And yeah, and with this color scheme, it blows my mind. They are going to definitely hit the table And I'm actually thinking of skipping painting it more orangey. I'm just going to leave them like this. It's going to be super nice. I'm going to paint this in bone colors, just differ it from the feathers, kinda, yeah. And that is it for them. And yeah, I'm actually really liking the progress of the things. It's moving along. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress, and I think it is time for me to leave you guys before you get bored of my kind of bullshit. But yeah, give me a thumbs down if you hate it. Give me a like if you want. And this, yeah, tell your friends. I'm a good YouTuber. I can all those things. So I should exactly every minute say that you should like and subscribe. That's the way YouTube works. I feel like a sellout whenever I do that, but yeah. I will call the warband the Crouch Peckers, which yourself getting escorted out of the Games Workshop tournament. Yeah, and you know, there are no Games Workshop tournaments. The closest one is in Tromsø, so that's 4-hour drive. So it's maybe I could go to that, but these are Chaos warbeast. This and this, they are not a war band. They are animals that can come in the table and just attack everybody for funs. Because Chaos, they love to attack. I was having the finger up his, you know, nether parts here, and I couldn't get the finger off. It was kind of disturbing, and hopefully nobody saw what I was doing with that poor man. It wasn't, I didn't meant to, but anyways, that was stupid humor. Okay, but yeah, I was trying to wrap it off, and then people keep coming in and say hello, and I really don't know how to no, Tromsø. You think about Trondheim, Tromsø. If you want to have a really nice vacation, you should go to Lofoten. But if you can't afford Lofoten, you should go to Tromsø and look at Northern Lights. Ding! I hope they can send me some PR money for that recommendation. But yeah, you should. Yesterday, when I come home from the stay in Finland, it was the most beautiful northern light. It was in greens and purples and pink even, and it was all over the sky, and I didn't have my camera, and I just hate it. But anyways, what do you think about the Norwegian in the movie The Thing at the beginning? I haven't seen it. I have seen The Thing. I really like that. Axel Henning is kind of a weirdo, but he has been in Martian 2 and other movies. I really like that he is making a name for himself, but he's definitely Californicated. I think he's a movie star, Americanized for sure. I think the one that plays Tormod, the Giant Slayer in Game of Thrones is I think he's more cool. But anyways, that's how it ends. Yeah, good night. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up now, and hopefully we're going to do at least one live show tomorrow, maybe 2. We have to see. All depends of stuff and things, as always. And we are going to end once more with see you later, love you guys, fuck off. Because it's so corny and stupid. Yeah. Okay, if I should have another ending, let me know, but yeah, bye.